So hello, this was not even planned. But when Turning on the Lights Global has a win and a spark moment, I just have to, first of all, celebrate. And you know what? Coaching is not easy because when you go through coaching, you really don't know what to expect. You have to trust your coach. You have to be at a place where you say, I'm going to try to take the steps that are necessary. And today I'm celebrating Miss Caryn Schneider. So Caryn, say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Hope everybody is doing well.
Thank you. And so Caryn has been with TOLGI now for a while, and we have so many wins. I don't even know where to start, but we met at a wonderful SCORE workshop, and then Caryn joined on with coaching, and Caryn has had a major win. Well, she's had 2 wins. But Caryn, I want to ask you a question. I don't know, when you started coaching only a year ago, how did you feel?
Really scattered, unfocused, new business owner. How was I going to go forward for 2019? I was working 2 part-time jobs, trying to figure this out, literally patching a life together. So I was completely open and had no idea what was going to happen.
Wow. So Caryn started her journey. She was doing all of the work that we had. And I want to say like a month ago, she had her first big win. You want to share what that was like, Caryn?
Yeah, it was invigorating, and it was, it was confidence boosting. And I'm the kind of person that has a tendency to, take things in and enjoy them, but then there's, oh, now what, or was that real? I think there's a part of me that still grapples with the imposter syndrome.
I was just going to say imposter. And how did you, as a businesswoman, how did you kind of come to that place where it's like everything, yeah, I have these part-time jobs and I'm juggling, but I still have a business. Like, how did you still say, I can take myself seriously, even though I am juggling, working additional places?
It wasn't easy, because my confidence was pushed aside a little bit. I had come off of a full-time job that was very, very difficult and very stressful, and it really affected my confidence. I think
Wow.
I think that where I was working, the part-time job I had was still in the seafood world, and people really appreciated my knowledge. And then I would have conversations with colleagues, and I always said to myself, I always enjoyed my conversations with them because I looked at them as 20-year veterans with great insight, and they would say to me, it's always really nice talking to you. And I'd have to say to myself, oh, well, yeah, I guess I do know this stuff.
Wow, this is huge. So I want to just forward the conversation and say, guys, yesterday, Caryn had another win. And when we think about, none of us can be in business if we don't have an ability to have an exchange of value and revenue. And Caryn had a big win, and she doesn't have to go into all the details, but Caryn, what did it feel like when you established and set the precedent for what the negotiation would be, signing a contract and actually receiving an offer to create, having $1,000 offer? How did that impact you?
Well, I exhaled for the first time in about 6 months because financially, as is everybody right now, things were getting a little dicey. I held my breath when I put the proposal together. I also prepared. So I sent the proposal out over the weekend as promised to the client, and I knew that we were talking yesterday. So what I also did was I prepared for his objections. And
Guys, I hope you're taking notes. She's sharing really valuable information.
So I you know, I listen to what Susie has to say. I don't say a lot in those meetings. I listen to what you say. I take a lot of notes. And then I also have done my own research, you know, learning outside purely on negotiating in a non-negotiation tactics.
Mm-hmm.
My sales background, I had to tap back into to say the old adage of he or she who speaks first loses, which is you're very tempted to second guess yourself. So I took a big gamble on putting my number out there. And when I hit the send button, I just had to stick by it. And
Wow.
I was ready with 2 or 3 different ways to address what his possible objections might be, and he had none.
So I want to thank you for this and sharing and the opportunity for you to share this, because this is not only useful for, for TOLGI, but anyone in our tribe or anyone who's trying to be an entrepreneur, especially now. I want you guys to listen to how Caryn mentioned how she prepared herself. So it's not, especially with the climate we're in, it's about being prepared, showing your value, and being sure that when you make a proposal, it really highlights how you're going to show up in excellence in that proposal. And so people are willing to invest in things or services or products where they know that their investment is going to have a strong return on it. And so, Caryn, I just want to say thank you. Do you want to say any last word of encouragement to anyone, like a woman like yourself who might be feeling like, this is just too much, I might as well throw in the towel and quit, like I'm working already, why should I keep going? Because I think what you're saying is so useful.
Yeah, I think that when, and as women, and you have talked about this, it's a challenge for us to really value not only who we are, but what we bring to the table. So if I'm not a mother, I've never had kids, but if you're a mom and you're working and you're juggling and now you're teaching, and if you have a partner, if you're single, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
That skill set, you can't put that aside. You can't say, oh, I'm just a mom, oh, I'm just a teacher, oh. When you look yourself in the mirror and you are going to apply to your business or into your job, look at your whole skill set, not just I'm a blank at blank company. And I'm not saying to self-aggrandize, but there are real skills to doing everything that we're doing, and especially now. So really look objectively at what it takes to get through your day, what it takes to get through your week, what it takes to get through your night, and embrace that, and don't forget that that is who you are too.
Wow. I mean, guys, there's really nothing for me to say. You've heard it from herself, Caryn Schneider. Guys, in our tribe, give her a heart, give her some comments, because she just dropped a wealth of wisdom, and this won't be the last time we hear from Caryn. Thank you, guys.